Hello everyone, hi, welcome to another week here at TGC Tours, where hopefully OBS Studio will not be like Streamlabs, where last week it ate two of our videos and then we had to scramble, much like we do in real golf, to try and get something to fill our time slot. Anyway, alright, so we're here at the well actually we were previously at the Carolina Classic at the Wincoma Golf Club. Love's Good took home the in-game leaderboard. Congratulations to him. With a fine score of, it's hid behind my camera, 62 under. Really impressive display. Congratulations to him. Down in CCK, scores aren't finalized yet, as you can tell by the promotion and demotion marks not being calculated quite yet, or the winnings, or the World Golf Rankings. We finished 46th, but I believe there is someone ahead of me who did not post a round 4 times, so that should bump me up to 45. Tied 45th with a score of 1 over. Not great, but you know what, considering our struggles lately, just trying to find form, it's probably about where we deserve to be, really. Anyway, coming up this week, we hit advance here. We're here at. Can we go into play event here? The Billy Mays Memorial at Fulton County Golf Club. Already, someone's setting the standard here at 8 under to start the first round, which we'll start today. In the interest of full disclosure, I was a bit sickly last night. So I'm still kind of on the mend. I'm on the recovery path. I'm not really quite feeling 100%, but I'm not going to use that as an excuse to try and fall off any poor play, because that would work if it was real golf, but this is virtual golf, so you don't need to be healthy to be consistent. That is actually a perfect shot. Was not expecting that right off the gate. It would be just typical of me to somehow hit it perfect and also like hit it right into the rough. It's just that is so typical of me. Yeah, last time I played PGA 2K was last week. It was I can't remember when it was. It was I know I played the wait, sorry, hold on a second. I do remember last week, as I streamed the official Society's Play a Sauna event on, was it Sunday or Monday, so that I could have I played on Sunday night so I could have videos for during the week, and then I live streamed the E-Series Valero Texas Open on, what day did I live stream that? Thursday? It was Thursday or Friday, I can't remember which. That's maybe a bad decision to spin that back. We are still learning gradually how to spin the ball, so please be patient. We're still on for a birdie opportunity here, 21 yards. It's a bit of an uphill drag here. A lot of right to left lie. You know how we do. We don't do practice shots. We just send it. We just send it. We just send it. What a great way to start the first round with a birdie. Hopefully, we are starting here as we mean to go on. Wind's not very strong today. I also went to play a little bit of Divot Derby at the end of that last stream, and then I could get nobody in the matchmaking hopper with me, so that was kind of a disappointment to see a new game mode just flounder so early on in its lifespan. I wish there was more players on it. If it was crossplay, I would certainly help, because for some reason For some reason, PGA 2K has a really good, it's got a really good console presence, whereas golf games I would have usually associated with being PC games, but apparently the audience from the PC just isn't really here. That's going to overshoot the green. That's going into the water. Oh, that's super unfortunate. I mean, I'm going to take the drop here right at the end. There's no sense in trying to take that one down all the way. That's it's really bad that we're going to have to give this shot back here almost immediately. Our lie isn't that great either. Or maybe... Ooh, that was actually really freaking close, dude. For a second there, it had me going. For a second, I was like, oh, this is rolling towards the hole, isn't it? All right, well, we had to give our shot back. We got even. We're back to even. We got a bogey there. In some senses, that's quite nice because, you know, you're giving up the slight advantage that you had by, you know, like, sure, it's a bogey, yeah, you never want to get them, but the pressure of being in a bogeyless round is now gone. So maybe that works to our advantage, and we can just, you know, play our natural game now and hope for the best. That is a decent on, but it doesn't leave us at a very good lie here. There's a lot of break right at our feet, and a little bit of further break closer to the hole. I'm not confident about this putt, but we're gonna send it here anyway. Over-aimed. Gave a little bit too much leeway to that break just right at my feet, and thought it was going to affect it a lot more than it did. That's alright. We're setting an even ball through 3. It's okay, we're still getting the hang of the course. That's perfectly alright. At some point during the week, I'll probably stream another practice run on the Flamingo ahead of the promotion event next week. That is something that is definitely sitting on my to-do list. That's not a great drive. We only got 280 yards off of that exchange. Forward 81. I feel like the club up to 4 iron might be what we need here. It's a slight fast. It's a good send. If we can just get it to stop, that would be great. Maybe the third club up was a little bit unnecessary, but look, we scrambled, we got it back onto the green. Don't have the greatest lie in the world to deal with here, but we're 26 feet out. So, let's just send it here and hope for the best. That looks good. That looks good. That looks good! It did look good. Right up until the very end, we're a couple of inches out there. And then we roll back 9 feet the other direction. Which, you know, was not ideal. We haven't got a lot of lie, like, right there at our feet. Well, there is a little bit just close to the cup. We're going to aim a little bit right here. And just try and drop it in. Break over. Okay, I thought it was going to break more than that. That's just respecting the lie too much and giving it too much leeway. That is 100% a human error, and I have nobody to blame but myself on that one. That's all right. We're just gonna keep advancing, and just gonna keep hoping for the best here. All right, this is a drivable par 4, 314 yards here, with a significant drop in altitude. I feel like the 3 would... I feel like it's probably better to go for the driver and, you know, send it all the way over. At least if we can clear the water. It doesn't matter too much if we clear... Well, I guess we're definitely clearing the water there. It's just, oh, that's, a disaster of a lie there, as we're going to have to try and loft it up over these the tree line here. I'll try and flop it up over the gap wedge here. Catches a branch on the way in. Oh, that got close. I mean, closer than it got credit for. Let's put it that way. But it did roll us the whole way down the hill. We've got a 17-footer for birdie. Little bit of a break, but not an awful lot. I feel like this is makeable. Just a little touch too much. It's alright, we still get a par out of it. It's still a good scramble to get a par. But it's definitely one of those shots where, you know, if you have the right club or if you have the right distance control, you can totally send that onto the green. Just, you know, I'm not super confident with my distance control, and that's why I didn't risk it. We're going to take the 3-wood out here and try and get it to land just short of the water here. That is actually a good red fast for us. It's going right where we need it to go. Stop, please. Alright, stop right in the fairway. So, I mean, it's not the greatest lie in the world to deal with in terms of a second shot, but we need to just try and get it to land up here in this upper plateau. That'd be real nice. I feel like my chances would be better if I changed to a pitch shot rather than a normal with the lob wedge. Oh, that's a bad red fast. That's not the shot I was looking for there. Does land in the fairway instead of the rough though, which I guess that should be all right. 12 yards. I might be better going for the partial splash shot here. It's not a shot I break out very often because I'm not very good at partials. But I feel like it's definitely the best opportunity I have to, you know, actually get it in the freaking hole. So let's just send it here. Yeah, 60% power. Probably would have been better going for the chip here. Didn't realize that lie was going to take me down that far. That's awful shot selection. Gonna leave us with a very tricky 32-footer here for par. I think I've underhit that. Definitely thought it was going to break more than that. Need to get better at reading those break lines. And maybe in general, just, you know, sitting down and being patient about reading those shots. As I said, like, I am very anxious because I know from experience beforehand that, like, oh god, that is a clanger, to perhaps put it generously. A brutal first shot. And we're stuck in pine straw here. Just try and get it out of here. Alright, not the bounce we wanted. We're still in heavy rough. But we can make it onto the green with this one. This I know. This I know. Just a little bit of backspin here. Still a little bit fast there. No matter what I seem to do with in terms of like trying to change up my tempo, it just always seems to give me the same solutions. I feel like I'm just resigned to just red fasting in like pretty much the entire TGC career here. There is a fair amount of break here, but I feel like if I just lay it up enough that I can just leave myself... Okay. I was going to say if I just leave myself close enough so I can get a confident second shot, but then we just rolled the whole way down the hill here, so let's really put a spanner in that one. It'll be a tough course this week. And then we're just falling short on that one, and we're giving up a bogey on a par 5, which is something that, you know, you never ever want to do. We really just need to do something to stop the rot here. Because where we are is in a horrible, horrible position. Short on power and too fast. Not surprised that one didn't even make the green. Not surprised in the slightest. Splash up here at the pitching wedge. Swing playing and very fast. Not a good combination. And then we just leave ourselves with a really horrible lie for the par attempt. Yeah, we can wave goodbye to even making the cut in this round. We're 4 over already, and we're not even through the back nine, through the front 9. Sorry. There's gonna have to be something really special to try and recover and pull something out of this, because it's just not happened for us today. Partially, I think what the issue is that I spent some time playing in the official society, which is pro swing difficulty rather than master. And now that I've got kind of adjusted to that, I'm kind of struggling to come back. And I think that might be wreaking a little bit of havoc with my playstyle. Of course, that's not to say that I'm entirely blameless, because goodness knows that isn't true. It's a little smidge downhill. Plus the break downhill will give it a little bit of speed as well. That actually looks good. That looks good. Ah, just a little bit too strong. Four over through the front 9, just... I don't know, man. I don't know. It just hasn't been hitting it right here today. Now look, we'll just keep swinging, and you know, eventually something's got to drop for us, right? Like just play the law of averages. That's a pretty good drive, actually. 322 yards, and it's left us with a fairly flat, pretty even position. If we can clear this nasty looking slope, I think I'll be fine. It's a perfect. We don't hit those too often. When you do, you kind of wish that you put yourself more closer to the pin, but like, man, I'll take it. Considering the round that we're playing right now, I'll take it. Birdie attempt from 14 feet here. No. Alright, 8 feet the other direction for par. There we go. At least we managed to get a par out of it. Alright, probably one of... Apart from our shark game there, it's probably one of the better holes that we've had so far. That's gonna get some great distance on this downhill one. Well, that is rolling right downhill towards the very fringes of the green. It's a solid drive. Very solid drive. The overpower splash shot, maybe we might get something out of this. Other than 3. Leaves us in a good spot to get a birdie. Some of these lies are just challenging here. Oh, come on, please drop. Please drop. As I think I said, I started bringing up a couple of minutes ago. I can't even remember whether I finished my train of thought or not, but like the reason why I play so fast on these rounds on YouTube is because I think it has shown before that like the longer I take playing a round, like people just look at the time on the video and they're like, oh, this is like over 35 minutes. Nah, I ain't watching this. Like that's why I'm so anxious to get my runs through as quickly as possible. Is because, you know, I don't want people to be like quitting the video halfway through. It's just not a great look. Like metrics wise more than anything else. That's a horrible flop shot. I should have looked more. I should do a better job of looking more at the grids here and seeing what way the lies are, because now this is a horrible 53-foot par attempt. And we've got a lot of break there. And an uphill section. Like that's the kind of shot that you just hit and hope, right? There ain't much hope there. I guess we'll just tap it down, we'll take our bogey and move on. 5 over. Just a disaster of a round. This course just doesn't play to any of my strengths at all. Which, to be fair, I'm at the point right now where I'm struggling to even see what my strengths are. Like, my drives aren't great, I somehow still hit the fairway, but on like an absolute clunker of a heavy red fast. And there's another absolute chunker of a red fast as well, and we're going nowhere near the pin. On what should be seen by many as definitely an eagleable hole. Landing on the upper side, probably. I was going to say probably an advantage, and then it just kept rolling. Should have put some spin on it to try and put some control to try and stop that thing. But if we 2-tap, we can still make par here. Of course, the goal is get yourself in a position where you don't need that second shot. But at this point, I'm just resigned to this course just being too much of a challenge for us. It's just isn't our week so far. Maybe we'll get used to it. Maybe we'll get better as the rounds advance. But if I was a gambling man, I certainly wouldn't be putting money on it. Red fast and drawing from right to left. I'm surprised that one still managed to stay in the fairway. It's alright, it's a solid start. Let's pitch up with the 5-iron and just try and slow it down a little bit. Maybe not. Maybe I don't need to slow it down all the way because we do have a little bit of wind on our face. Some slight fast action on that. Overshoot the pin. Have we overshot the entire green as well? Nope, we just about managed to stay on there. Do leave ourselves a tricky little initial lie here. But it's 36 feet for birdie. No, it's not gonna fall. And it's too fast. That should drop for par. There we go. There we go. I just really need to start making some shots back up very, very fast here. Because this run is absolutely getting away from us. We only have 4 more holes to try and rescue something here. Once again, red fasting, completely missing the green on a par 3. Just unacceptable. Leaving us 22 whole yards out. That's bush league. Look at the lie around the pin. There's just nothing but yellow. And where was that shot to? Horrible swing plane. Horrible tempo. That's just as bad going back the other direction. Nah, we're not making the cut here. We're just going to accept that right away. That's bad. Double bogey. Almost missed the tap in as well. I don't know what to say to you. I really don't know what to say. It's just so demoralizing when slow, really. I done literally nothing different that swing to what I've been doing this entire round, and that's the slow? Right into the freaking tree line as well. You hate to see it. At least, yeah. I was gonna say, at least kick me back out onto the fairway. It's the least you could do for me on that. Just from the top to the bottom, just a horrible horror show round of golf. And that's not going in either. That is not going in either. Nothing's going my way today. I opened with a birdie and I thought, hey, this is probably a good omen, and then just somehow it happens every single week. As soon as I have a good start, I jinx myself and then I get flummoxed and I just keep falling back even further. I would love to be up there making some sort of challenge on the scoreboards, but it just never seems to happen for us. It never seems to pay off. Like, shy of figuring out a way that, like, or just googling it, forehead, of like putting my controller inputs up on the screen and just actually sitting down and seriously analysing this, or having someone else coach me through it. I'm out of ideas here. Did not think it was going to end up that close. Didn't think it was going to end up that close. But yeah, maybe that's something I'll look into doing next week, is figuring out, like, if I can get a little bit of a controller overlay, so I can like see my inputs mapped, and then go back and watch my VOD and say, hey, here's exactly why you're going too fast, you're going too slow, you're going way too inaccurate. Because a meter that just says fast or slow doesn't give me like any kind of... It doesn't give me any usable feedback. Like there it's fast, but it felt like it was slow. I tried slowing it down so that I wouldn't get a fast there. And it still says I'm fast. So like, and when I was slow, I personally thought I was fast. So like, which is it? It can't be both. Oh yes! Finally pull a shot back somehow, after just a constant string of bogey after bogey after bogey. It just finally feels nice to bookend one with a nice 24-foot putt. If you've managed to stick with me complaining up until the very end, thank you all very much for watching. It's been great having you here. I genuinely really wish that I was able to put better golf on display for you, but it is what it is, I suppose. And it seems no matter how much practice I put into it, or in my case no practice at all, then we're not really going to improve much, are we? Anyhow, we'll collect our XP here. We'll collect our clubhouse pass stuff that we're probably not going to use. And we'll take a little breather. We'll come back for round 2, and you know, hopefully we can claw something back and maybe make some strides towards making it a cut here. Anyway, appreciate y'all being here, and we'll see you guys for round 2.